you just start by telling us how the story came about?
Well, I had thought about writing a book about this for many years, and it was something that I think grew out of a number of things. Primarily, my mother's experiences at residential school. Really, all of my cohort, when you think about it, all of the people that I first started working with when I was an activist were all residential school survivors, although it was never really something discussed. And then when I started becoming more actively involved in residential school litigation and would start reading, newspaper clippings and stories and such about it, and you hear this terrible refrain almost constantly. Why can't they just get over it? Why can't they just get over it? And I wanted to answer that question. I wanted to say, this is why we people cannot get over it, because even if you didn't experience physical, sexual abuse, psychological abuse, just the trauma of being taken away from your parents when you're just a wee little kid,
Mhm.
with the force of law behind that act. I mean, who do we look to when we're children to make sure we're protected and safe? Our parents. And one of their first experiences is to learn that their parents cannot protect them.
Mhm.
And so I wanted to answer that question. We see lots of lots of work, nonfiction work, academic work, and so on, about how the schools came to be, what happened in the schools, the history, and so on. But there isn't a lot out there about what is this lasting harm
Mhm.
and how does it play out in the lives of, really, they're still children when they leave,
Yeah.
trying to make a life, carrying all that trauma.